All right, let's take a look at making sure we know how to edit text. So, in this, we're going to look at editing text in Microsoft Word so that we can create professional and polished documents. So, the first thing we're going to look at is how to select text. So, with your cursor, you have a word that you want to highlight. So, you can just click in front of it, get that cursor in front of it, and then drag to highlight it. And now we just selected that text, and a menu pops up that gives us available options for editing that text, whether it's making it bold, underlining it, italicizing it, highlighting it, changing the color. We can add bullets or numbered lists, make it bigger or smaller, and then we have the font size where we can make it bigger and smaller as well. And maybe we want to change the font on that word. You click it and you get to see all the different fonts that are available. You also have different styles if you need to add styles to it. And you can see that as I hover over it, it gives you a visual on what that looks like. You can define it, add comments in here for the editing phase and review, as well as rewrite it. And you can work on centering and elements of that. So that's as you highlight it. Now, I can also just double click on it, and that does the same thing. So I don't have to click in front of it and drag. I can just double click the word, and the same thing happens. Now I can also triple click, and it highlights the entire paragraph. So if I were to do this, I could then hit backspace once it's entirely highlighted to delete it all. Oops, didn't want to do that. So I come up to the top and I can undo. So maybe I just want to delete a word. Double click, backspace, deletes the word. Undo, puts it right back. You can also use the delete key as well. Both of those will delete when it's highlighted. And you notice up here next to the undo, we also have a redo. So maybe I didn't want to not delete that. So I can redo the deletion. So those are kind of nice features up there. Now, again, we can format our type and font by double clicking it and changing our font size. Gives emphasis if we need to. We can italicize it, underline it, even bold it. And you see those keys are highlighted to let you know that we're working on those. Now we can highlight it if we want as well. And the drop down caret gives us the ability to change the color of the highlighting as well. And we can change the font color as well. You have different color palettes, standard colors, more colors, or even specially adding gradients to it. So say on this one, we just want to make it green. So we highlight that and make it green. Now we have green text. Now again, we have the alignment. So if we triple click, we have the ability to center it or not and make it regular justified. You can also see in our home menu up here with paragraph, that's left justified, centered, maybe right justified, or straight. You also can work on the padding in between lines. This was useful in college when you had to double space things, or when you had to double space things and didn't have enough to write about. Right? So that's when you'd use 2.5 space. It also makes it easier to read at times as well. We can indent by using, I clicked in front of the first word, and now up here is the indent. So that changes the whole thing over to the side, or move it back. Tab is what gives us our indentation that way. This one moves the entire section over, giving us a larger border. Now you can highlight a word, right? And right click it to also get another menu that shows up. And in this one, you can review it in editor. I can cut it, copy it, and if something's copied, so I'm going to copy that. So I click somewhere else and right click. Now I also have the ability to paste. And these are the paste options that are available, right? Keep the source formatting where it's got the highlighting and the color change, right? Merge the formatting, make it just a picture or just the text, removing the formatting on there. So those are some of the main features for editing text inside of a Microsoft Word document.